All right, everyone, here we go. Top of the month, June 1st, 2022. Let's take ourselves a twin flame journey. Let's stretch it out for the month here. We'll do some littler ones each week as we go through, but let's take a look at where the Divine Feminine's brand new BMW is in comparison to the Divine Masculine's what has been 74 Pinto, as those of you who've been following along know. That said, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Okay, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, as with all the twin flame journeys. That pain in the ass ride down a rocky road with no shocks, and you got to take a piss the whole way. Yep, welcome to it. There's a whole playlist of these. If you're new here, let's shuffle the deck. I got one deck for the Divine Feminine and one deck for the Divine Masculine, and corresponding miniature versions for clarifying. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck for the Divine Feminine first. Let's see what your baseline energy is. We'll get a base card and a crossing card. Let's see where we go here. Give me the energies for the Divine Feminine here. And these readings are a piece of cake to do because we just split the polarity, right? Negative and positive, not negative meaning bad or, terrible or anything like that. Just one polarity versus the other. Black versus red on your car battery terminals. It's pretty easy to do. We'll have the universe do this here. Give me the Divine Feminine here. And don't give me another douche commercial, universe. Come on. Give me something a little bit more, with a little more meat to it. All right? I feel like giving a lecture today. No, I don't, actually. Well, your bottom card is the Hermit. It doesn't look like you need a lecture from me. Well, let's see what's on top. 3 swords. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. 3 swords crossed by the Hermit. Okay, that's the base energy. Well, I mean, you're all starting to learn. This is about learning your lessons. This is where the greatest things we learn in life come from failure. Okay? Come from things that go wrong. We learn a lot when that happens. I'm choking on my own spit, for example. I learned from that. That said, yeah, you guys have learned. This is about your lessons. This is about inner wisdom. You're all old souls if you're part of this soulmate cycle, and you are. So you're an old soul. It's a job of people like me and other people you watch or things you read to help bring that up. Bring up the wisdom. Open you up to your inner wisdom in that old soul of yours. And it looks like that's what's happening. A lot of you are starting to get your lessons from all this here. You're figuring it out. Okay? You're figuring out that maybe the most important lesson of all in life is what we don't want. What doesn't make us happy. There's a lot of people sitting in unhappiness, never, just sort of ignoring it, like the DMs, for example. A lot of them. All right? Well, that's good. So far, so good. So you're learning a lot from this. If you don't think you are, then you need to quiet your mind a little bit. Okay? And allow that inner wisdom to come up from you. There's a lot you can learn from this. There's a lot you can learn from people watching in general, right? But definitely people watch your runner. See what they did. See the mistakes they made. Look what they missed out on because of their behavior. Letting past pain get in the way or sticking with something that's long dead on their side. Whatever it is. All right? Number one lesson here, self-worth. But also not giving love where love's not coming back. If it's not coming back, if someone wants to leave, let them go. They'll regret it. And that's where we are right now, I think. Let's see where we're at. I'm shuffling. Give me the Divine Masculine. Baseline energy and a crossing card. Divine Masculine. Where are they at? A lot of healing happening here. Heart chakra is opening. 4 swords is the crossing card. What's on top? 10 swords. Yeah. There's a lot of healing here. They've allowed past pain, things that happened in the past, to shut them down. And it's costing them, not just you, everything. And they're feeling the end of this connection, by the way. I'm pulling a twin flame journey, so this is about your connection. I'll slip in some other pearls of wisdom. But the bottom line is they're feeling the end of this. And they're not quite sure what to do about it. I think because they're still healing from something, or their heart chakra is opening and all the feelings are coming up, they don't know how to process them. There's all kinds of shit with this. All kinds of red flags over here. It doesn't mean they're not coming towards you. We're still going to clarify. I believe, we have all seen the June readings. They need to hit rock bottom. It was the theme of most of the June readings. And when we hit rock bottom, that's when we get pretty brave. Even the biggest coward gets really brave when their back's against the wall. And their back's against the wall here. This is good. I like this. They're hitting rock bottom. They're feeling like this is dead, done, and over. And you're learning from it. So for you, it might be you're leaving the door open for them. right? If they come in and if they walk through the door and they don't suck, fine. But for them, it's a lot of it's a lot to look at. They're looking at their behavior, and they have been for some time. But this is showing me that rock bottom that we're looking for in June. Let's grab the little animal deck. Let's clarify your Three of Swords here, and crossed by the Hermit. Let's put those energies together. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us about it. Tell me about the Divine Feminine's Three Swords crossed by a Hermit. Let's see where we go here. What's this all about? Tell me about it. All right, here we go. Well, the card crossing whatever the center card's going to be here is the Magician. That's nice. That's a good energy. Oh, look at you. Look at you, the Empress. Oh, that's nice. The Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. It's all about you right here with the Magician crossing the Five of Pentacles. It's just backing this up. The more you learn from this, the more you access your inner wisdom, the more you get in your Empress energy. And part of that Empress energy is, again, not learning a lesson from this side. This side allowed past pain to shut them down. Do not allow this, whatever this person did to you, running from you, whatever they did, to shut you down. And it looks like you guys know that. This is real-time energy I'm reading here. So again, you've transformed because of this. What originally put you out, and this is kind of almost an analog for when I first got here on YouTube. When I first arrived on YouTube around February of 2021 or so, just not that long ago, everybody, I mean, the energy was thick. It was like muck. I couldn't get through it. You guys were all Five of Pentacles. You were all letting this bother you. You were waiting and waiting and waiting for this person, probably watching a bunch of other readings that tell you someone's coming in all the goddamn time without telling you the yeah, but part of it, right? But at the end of the day, you've transformed. This is an energy of alchemy, all right? This is lead into gold. What was lead, right, out in the cold, Five Pentacles, winter energy. Right here, you've transformed it into gold. You found your inner Empress, and this is the key to the Empress, Page of Wands. It usually is. It's accessing that child you once were. I'm not going to say inner child, because the child is still there. It's still there, sending you signals from the past. Everything that's ever happened or ever will happen is already happening. Has already happened, and it's all happening at once. So that energy is still there. It's about keeping your curiosity for life, keeping yourself open. That's one thing children usually are. They're very open about things. They're eager to learn. They're very curious. They haven't been jaded by the world yet, generally speaking. That's this energy that's here. So it's good. The Divine Feminine, to sum it up, is accessing their inner wisdom, and they're reflecting in pure Empress energy. Whether you feel like you're there or not, and some of you might not feel like you're there with that page there, you're reflecting that out. So make sure you put your fancy bikinis and Speedos on out here in the summertime in the Northern Hemisphere. Go out and get some static on you. Get some eyes on you, some static energy, some incoming energy to fuel this even more. You'll feel it, right? You will. It's there. It's very important. It's a very important element that's often left out. Everyone tells you to find your self-worth. Yes, but if you just find your self-worth and keep it within you, then you reflect as arrogant. You reflect as self-focused, self-centered, prissy. Something like that. You've got to have income. Energy requires flow. It requires reciprocation to flow. You've got to have the internal and the external coming in at you. Either way, you're reflecting as pure Empress energy. You should be attracting things like crazy. Whether you bang this person this summer or not, you'll be banging somebody with this energy here, as long as you keep accessing that inner wisdom. Let's find out what's going on here, because they hit rock bottom. And I think this brings them right to you, some of them. Randomly at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, by the way. All right, let's see. Let's pull the mini light seer deck here, and let's see where we go. Tell me about this 10 swords, 4 swords combo here for the Divine Masculine. That's my theme song. Coincidentally, the 4 swords is our base card for June in my Q2 reading. April, May, June that I did. You can find it. There's a playlist. I'm dividing the year into quarters. Later this month, I'll be doing Q3. July, August, September. My God. All right, let's see where we go. Tell me about this 10 swords crossed by the 4 of swords universe for the Divine Masculine. Let's see where we go here. Yeah, like I said, well, whatever the center card is here, their crossing card is the Ace of Cups. And it's leaking like a sieve. It's a lot. This person is in their fields for the first time in a long time. They were shut down. For a long time they've been shut down. They're in their fields for the first time in a while. And they're having a hard time processing it, but it is healing them. But this is that rock bottom that we're looking for, that I was talking about in all those June readings. What's on top? Yeah, there it is. The Page of Pentacles. They're learning. They're learning. They're nervous. Learning slowly but surely. You see how you reflect as the Empress because you've accessed your inner wisdom and you're learning all you can from this pain? Right? You see? Your card that's on top of your card is the Empress, the Divine Feminine. Amazingly attracting energy. It's incredible. They got a page. Right? I said they're in their fields. They're feeling all this, but they're having a hard time processing it. They've never felt anything like your connection before. For a lot of you, they're a person that if they're married or any other relationships they've been in have been superficial. They're with the person because of who they know, who their friends were, who their family was. That looks good on paper, or they got money and they can, I don't know, whatever. What's the center card? Ace of Pentacles. Slowly but surely they're learning. It says the same thing. As these fields leak out, the energy around them is love. Okay? And this person is slow. This is the slowest energy of the tarot. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. They're slow to learn. But when they hit rock bottom, I think they get very, very brave. What's red with this Page of Pentacles? You. They get very, very... Look. They end where you begin. How about that? Oh, come on. That's a Hallmark Channel movie waiting to happen right here on my table. That's fucking awesome. Right here, the Empress. I was just saying as I pull this, as they learn, as this leaks slowly but surely, as they hit this rock bottom of the Ten of Swords, they get very brave, and they do. This is irresistible energy. Their fields are coming up. I've been talking about it since I pulled this Ace of Cups, the crossing here. They don't quite know how to process it. This is a lot for this person. What the universe is saying is the reason it's going so slow is because they've never felt anything like this before. This is an amazing amount of love and attraction, right? It's the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot. Over here, you're the best tree in the tarot. However you want to phrase it, this person's never seen tits like this before. They've never had to process this. I'm telling you, this person's always been in superficial relationships. If they married, it was for the wrong reasons. Okay? And they're staying in those marriages and relationships for the wrong reasons. And they have in the past. This connection is healing. It's healing them. It's opening them back up. Because that's what a shut down person does. That's not what a person who's open does. If you're open, right, you don't do that. You love for love. The Empress loves for love. It is. It's very, very, very true. They're learning slowly. But the universe is saying here with the Empress bookend and the Page of Pentacles, that's why it's a page. All right, you're reflecting as an old hermit, okay? I don't mean to say old. You know what I mean? Old wise hermit from the hill. That's you. And people like me, not just me, people like me, other old souls, maybe a little further along than you, have helped you access that, helped you open it, and it's right here. That's why you're in that Empress energy. They didn't have any help. I tell you that all the time. They didn't. And so they're having to process major feelings. They were shut down and the Empress shows up. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Now, let's get the witches into this here. Let's pull here an energy, a future influence energy. So what's going to happen here? All right? What can the Divine Feminine expect from the Divine Masculine? What's going to happen here? I'll pull as many cards as necessary, but I'll start with a baseline read. 3 and a crossing card. Let's see where we go. Tell me about this energy here on the table, universe. What are you trying to tell me here? Give me some future influence here. And I'm focusing primarily on the month of June, so keep that in mind. Well, okay. The bottom card's the 8 of Swords, and that's going to be crossing whatever the center card is. Let's see. 8 Pentacles. Yeah, we get this shit all the time. The Sun and the 4 of Swords again. Again, we're talking. This tells me we're talking about the Divine Masculine here. And all this happiness, right? The Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Illuminating everything. See, the thing with June's energy, it's coming off of May's energy, which is coming off of all the energy that came before it. There's a lot of clarity happening here. They're able to see things and process things because of the new moon and all this other stuff. And it's all this, it's lighting everything up. Okay? And they're having a hard time with that. That's what's happening. That's what's slowing them down. They're having a hard time. It's the Eight of Swords. And as Four of Swords, they're working on it. With the Eight of Pentacles here, it tells me they're working toward, they're healing. They're healing. This person here is healing and working toward the Nine Pentacles, getting themselves free, finding themselves liberated, however you want to put it. They're getting in their own way a little bit, though. If they just let the energy flow, they'd be fine. Everybody on Earth would be fine if we just let the energy flow. Okay? But the problem is Earth is filled with too many goddamn young souls, don't know any better. They don't know. The old souls are outnumbered. Big time. So what we get is polarization. What we get is no meeting in the middle. It's either my way or the highway. Which is why most sociology people and people along those lines, psychologists and everything, think here in the U.S. anyway, we got a civil war coming at some point. Very, very soon, because there's too many young souls in charge of everything. This person here is not a young soul, but they never knew how to access any of this, so it's tough. It's tough for them. They are working on it, though. You see, the thing is, it's coming up. They just don't have anybody to help them out with it. What else does the universe want to tell us here? Let's find out. Let's pull another layer of energy just for fun. So, that Eight of Swords is something they can get out of. Okay? That Eight of Swords is something that they can get out of for sure. And we got some interesting energy here. But that, again, it's just saying the same thing. It says what the June reading said. Now, I'm going to pull specifically on the rock bottom energy that's there with the Ten of Swords. I'm going to isolate the Ten of Swords. All right? Because underneath it all, that's what they're feeling. They're feeling it's too late, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Well, how are they going to react when I come in, if I come in? And but they're feeling you on a high level. This is you right here, right there. And this is them. And we see the Eight of Swords crossing the sun. They know it. They're working on it. But it's very minor arcana working on it. It's not like your Hermit card over here where you're really expanding. By the time this person shows up, you may be banging somebody else. Somebody who you attracted with your Empress energy and your thirst for life a little bit. Because you've transformed this, you're no longer out in the cold. If you are, it's just because you're in your head. Get out of your head. Let this soul energy flow. All right? It's there. It's registering as I pull on your energy. Let's see what else. Let's pull another layer of energy, future influence here. All right, let's see. Okay, this is about you. How do I know? Because the crossing card is the Five of Pentacles. That's your Five of Pentacles right there. That's winter. Okay, so how about that? You each got one. Nine Swords, Seven Cups, and the Five of Cups. Some of you slip every once in a while. Some of you slip every once in a while. I can feel it in here in the static energy with you watching me. Some of you slip every once in a while and you get in kind of a woe is me moment. Okay? You get in kind of a woe is me moment. You might be, some of you are wishing too hard for this specific person to show up. It's like you're manifesting a specific person. Stop that. You can't do that. What you get out of these soul connections is growth, expansion. Okay? You elevate yourself to a new level. A new way of experiencing life, and I see it playing out here, but it only plays out if you allow that Hermit energy to come through. There's a lot you can learn from this. These are powerful connections. There's a lot you can learn here. You could become a better person to attract a better person. Some of you are just, you don't care about other choices. You're just like, I just want this person, I just want that person, and if you do that, you're leaving yourself out in the cold. You're setting yourself up for tiny titties and sitting in a field of scorched earth, okay? Worrying about the stuff that's gone, worrying about stuff you can't control. Stop it. It's just stop it. Right there. That's a psychology term. It is. Go ahead and watch Bob Newhart. He did a whole episode on it. It's called Stop It. Right there, stop it. For the rest of you, if you're not this person who's getting in the cold, indecision will leave you in the cold. Okay, and just overthinking things, feeling like you're not worthy, feeling like you're not good enough, or whatever's jamming you up. You're going to end in disappointment and regret if you can't make decisions, because this Empress energy attracts. It attracts, it attracts, it attracts. And you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have to be able to access that inner wisdom to separate the wheat from the chaff. Otherwise, you end up with more chaff. This is chaff over here. All right, it's getting better. It's trying to become wheat. But it can't process love on the level you can. It's processing Empress level love as a page of Pentacles. This is like a ninth grader trying to do advanced college courses at Harvard or Oxford or any of the Ferds, all of them. Either way, it's very slow. The universe is letting you know this person's very slow. Don't let them jam you up. Don't let them jam you up. All right? That's pretty much our reading, but I'm going to see. I mean, hey, that's the energy. That's what's here. Your side, beautiful. I've given you good advice. You're doing terrific. Make sure you make your decisions, right? And make sure if you're manifesting someone new, go out and get some static energy on you. Go out and meet people. You're attracting people and things like flies. You don't have to be in a bikini. It's just kind of preferred. All right, that's all. It's just preferred. That's all. You know, you might as well be as naked as possible. But at the end of the day, this person's coming along. That rock bottom energy, the universe just wanted to talk about you when I pulled on it. The universe says there's nothing you can do to speed this person up. When they hit rock bottom, they're gonna take a shot at you. Okay? That's what the majority of them are likely to do. When they hit rock bottom and their heart chakra's fully open, slowly but surely, they're learning to process this kind of love, learning slowly but surely. They show up as a page. I'm just going to see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. I'm going to pull it from the Light Seer. Give me 3 cards from my viewers here. What else you want to tell the viewers? Anything? Or give me a 1 card and a crossing card. What else you want to tell the viewers here? Anything? All right. Huh? Yeah, okay. 5 of Cups and Justice. It's very interesting. For a lot of you, something that disappointed you will actually at some point in time, could be this person, could be maybe you disappointed yourself. I could just say, because I'm asking it for a general message for you, I should equate it to the soulmate cycle. But anyway, something that disappointed you, you're about to get some justice on. Or the energy could be predictive in that one day you'll look back on all this, and because of all this learning, you'll be grateful for it. So one day you're going to be grateful for this person. You should already be. You should already be. You should have already been grateful for this person the moment you had soul recognition. You should have already been, because it's a chance to learn a lot. A lot. Okay? It really is. You learn more from your mistakes. You learn more from things that hurt you than you ever will from successes. It goes to that rock bottom energy. When we hit rock bottom and we start thinking, we start rebuilding, right? But anyway, you got justice coming here on something that you're very sad about. There's just sadness around this card. 5 of Cups has a lot of meanings: regret, sadness. So you're going to find that something that's gone is replaced by something much better. Okay, that's another way to phrase it with justice crossing. Justice is happiness. Okay, it's balanced energy. Balanced energy to you in the 3D is happiness. I've got balanced energy crossing sadness. That's good. And from this, actually, it's saying, because this is the affecting energy, this happiness, it's already there. Because what you've learned, even if this person doesn't show up, and for a lot of you they'll hit rock bottom, they'll show up as a page, but you got to ask yourself, is that page good enough for me? You're reflecting here as Hermit with the Empress energy and a quest for life, zest for life, zestfully clean, right? You've come out of the 5 of Pentacles by transforming. You know, that's what it's saying here. And you got the 5 of Pentacles here telling you you're going to end up back in the 5 of Pentacles if you don't make your decisions quickly, or if you're just focusing on the one thing and not all the other options that this energy can bring you. This person's still working towards this energy. So the happiness is already there. It's around you. And this is how you're behaving in the energy. This is how, the happiness is the room. The room is happy. It's a rainbow room. And you're behaving like this in it. You're like Debbie Downer in a happy room. Okay? That's basically what it is. If you allow that to happen. All right? If you don't learn the lessons here. If you're one of the people not accessing the Hermit. I suspect that message, in part, was for those people who are not accessing that inner Hermit, and they're sitting in their head drowning in 3 swords. For the rest of you, I believe down the road, if your person never shows up, or they just can't get it together, this is just too much for them, these tits are too big, one or the other, they just can't get it together. Down the road, you will find that you'll be grateful for it, that it showed you something, it put you on a path of where you end up. A path you wouldn't have been on if not for this person. These connections are not about coming together. It doesn't matter. It's about energy balancing on each side. Whether you focus on your energy, that's karmic debt. They have karmic debt too. All karmic debts are paid. It's a rule of the universe. It's the fucking law. Either they're paid in this life or the next life, one or the other, but all karmic debts are paid. And the bottom line is, you guys look like you've paid yours. Your credit card's ready to go. You're ready to go on a shopping spree. Over here, they need to get one of those new apps they've got that refinances for you and gives you some sort of plan or something like that. They have a lot of feelings for you, okay? So if you think I'm saying that they don't love you or they don't care, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're working toward being capable of loving you at the level that you deserve and the level that you require, or you should require, based on the energy that I got here in the Divine Feminine side. All right? There you go. Hey, they're working on it. Like I said in the June readings, when they hit rock bottom, they'll show up. But I believe they show up as a page. By then, you might be banging somebody else. Somebody that your Empress titties attracted, or your tree, if you will. Your Empress bush, one or the other. Either way, this is only going to attract phenomenal things to you because you're on a different level than this person, okay, energetically. Your frequency is higher. Or as the kids like to say, your vibration is higher. They're getting there. They're coming up in their feminine energy. They're coming up to your vibration, but when they show up, they're nervous as fuck. Because again, this is new to them. This is a person who's been shut down. And for those of you that allowed this person to shut you down, and this is your first reading you've ever watched from me, make damn sure you open your ass back up. All right, the lesson here is not to shut down. That's not the lesson. The lesson is, what can I learn from this? How did this fool behave? Oh my God, I never want to behave like that. Yeah, you don't. You don't. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. And it looks like you're not. Most of you are not. This is beautiful energy. That is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today with this reading, the universe had some important shit to say. All right? If I help one person today, I've done my job, karmically speaking. Even the bird's happy. He's banging his perch. You like this reading, don't you? It's not about your cockatoo. I'm sorry. She gone. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.